Hi students, once again I am before you with a new lesson of your textbook, the poem, fifth poem, Somebody's Mother, poetry written by Mary Daw Bryan. My dear children, through this poem, the poets wants to remind you that all of you must be like this child, because in this character we have got two. In this poem there are two characters, one boy, an ordinary boy, and a grand old lady. So the poet tells in a story presentation manner. The lady was very poor and old enough to cross the road. There was a lady in this poem. There is a lady in this poem. And one day she was walking a long distance, very slowly, along the road, and she came to a crossing. It was winter season and very cold. The street was wet with the recent snowfall. She stopped at the crossing. She stopped on a place to cross the road. It was crowded. Nobody cared for her. She was standing there in a crowded city where she had to cross. So many people were walking left and right, but she was not able to see left and right and cross the road easily because she was old and she was very poor. No one thought of helping her to cross the road. Soon after, it was time for the school to get off. School was over. A group of schoolboys came into the street like a flock of sheep, like a group of sheep coming, all the students came in large number, making a lot of fun on the way, laughing, swinging, making fun of others, jumping over, and they passed by. But nobody had an eye on this poor woman standing there helplessly standing. Nobody thought of to help her. It was a difficult road to cross for, because there are so many carriages were going, so many vehicles were moving up and down, so she may come under anything and get crushed. She thought somebody will help her. At least she thought these children will help her. She might have looked at them very pitifully, but nobody had any time, because nobody thought that lady is of their relative. That lady has nothing to do with the children. So they passed by and they thought it is wasting time. And therefore they hurriedly passed the old woman way their home. One of the boys paused beside her, by the side. The last group might have been passing by. Then one of the boy came and stood by the side of her and looked at her. And he had mercy on that lady, pity on that lady, poor old woman, though very poor, maybe shabbily dressed, but she is not able to cross the road, and very, very clearly it is seen in her face that she wanted to be helped by somebody else. And asked her, asked a peculiar question that we don't do. What was that? If she wanted any help to cross the road, yes, old lady, please tell me, do you want any help to cross the road? He held her hand very gently, very softly, not in a hurry like other boys. He very softly held her hand. He guided her across the road and returned to his friend. He crossed her. He helped her to cross the road, guided her like a proper guide, very softly took her across and made her to cross the road, and very happily he came back to his group with a satisfied work. He was very happy with, when he came, his face was glowing with a light of satisfaction, because he felt, I have done something right in my life. I have done something right, and because of me, that lady is very happy today. The boy told his friends about the old woman, and he told, see, I saw an old lady on the road. I did not come with you because I am late, because he might have been, gasping. So he said, I was not with you because I stood there to help this old lady. He said that she could be somebody's mother, and this all asked, what nonsense, man, what fun it is, why to help others? Who are you, or who is she to you? And the boy replied genuinely at once, spontaneously he replied, that lady whom I helped is not my grandmother, is not my mother, but definitely sure to remember is the mother of somebody else. She was poor and old. He hoped that someone would be helping his mother, because he said, if I am not helping a lady today here, when my mother is alone and old, when I may be out for walking, who will help my mother? Same mentality will be there. If I have thought the other woman to be nobody to myself, and I did not offer any help, when my mother will become old, and when she will be alone without my assistance, nobody will take her. He thought, if I do this to this lady, one day somebody will do the same to my mother. He hoped that someone would help his mother also whenever she was in need of help and her son was far away. When her son is not away, not with her, and away from her, he was sure that as I did, virtue always replies to the listener and doer. So therefore, he thought, I will be far away from my mother. I have to go for walk and my survival, and mother will be alone. And if somebody thinks about my mother, as I have done, my mother will be helped. The old lady felt proud of that day, because she was very happy after doing that, after being helped by the boy. The lady was so proud. She prayed at once, as soon as she was crossing, and when she felt that she has already crossed the road, she looked at the boy with a happy face, and she said something slowly. She prayed to God to be kind to the noble boy. Said, let this kind boy, this noble boy be helped by you, God, who was somebody's son. Because she prayed for that child, because he helped her to cross the road. Therefore, she prayed that she must be blessed by God, because he is not my son, but somebody's son. Understood? If a son can help a mother, mother will help the son in return. That is the introduction of the poem. Okay, I hope you understood. Take care.